Hello and welcome back to Going Medieval. We are continuing our playthrough here and we are looking at our wonderful little settlement here. We have not completely replaced all the walls with limestone brick, but we're getting there. Oh, we just had some chicken babies. Nice. Uh, there is a ton of flaxseed just kind of chilling about because we had so much flax. But the good thing is that led to a lot of linen cloth. So even though that's almost 1,400 linen cloth, it's still not going to be that much because each gambeson's 120. So that is not going to be a lot at all. It'll cover all of our people who are already wearing it anyway, but maybe they'll get a better quality one after things start uh progressing in people's skills. Like Missa, I'm hoping her skills start moving upward, especially smithing, because we're trying to get that to 20 so that we could start making mechanical components. We need mechanical components so that we can. I forget what it was I need them for. It was some weapon or something. So anyway, we'll let that continue baking in the oven. Oscar is going to town here. I think he is tailoring. Yes, he's making winter clothes. So there's clearly plenty of those available. And he's dismantling anything that's lower quality. So he must have made something that was bad and then immediately dismantled it back into linen cloth. So I don't think. So the minute this is ripe, it'll harvest it. I don't think there's enough time in the season to get another yield. There might be. It says 20 days. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to get enough material for two goes. Animals are hungry. That is problematic. And that must be because we don't have any animal feed. So we have to prioritize some of this cooking here. So let's go ahead and look at jobs. Let's look at who's a good cook. I didn't want to do that. Uh, you are a good cook, Christine. All right. Well, we have other researchers available now. We have several really high researchers, so I'm gonna take Christine off research, and I'm actually gonna have her focus um solely on cooking. Let's ooh, we have entered the summer. All right, let's. She's got good botany too, but unfortunately, I just need her efforts to focus. Uh, we can leave on 10 just in case, but there's no actual tending jobs, so it should be fine. All right, let's keep an eye on her. She should just prepare food now, and hopefully, she'll prepare enough food for all of our animals. Nope, she's fermenting. All right, well, I'm gonna temporary. You know what? I need to set this to like 200, but I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause this too. I want her to focus on cooking actual food because you know, we don't want to starve to death. That would be not so great. So one downside of the basement storage, like it's nice in the sense that it has a much more consistent temperature. You look at 5.6 degrees, 3.5 degrees, 9.3, 5.6. You know, it's nice and cool, which helps things last longer on the shelf versus having a like a hotter temperature. But if you look at the actual uh path they take, you know, they're coming down here, running upstairs, running up those stairs, and then they're going up these stairs, and then they're finally making it over to the stove, and then they got to do it all over again to bring the next batch up. So what I really should do is keep a small zone here that is a higher priority. I'm gonna clear all, set this to very high priority, and I think this should be raw. I don't know what all is needed, so I'll just do like all this stuff, and I'm assuming that can all be used for food. And setting it to very high priority, I think will make it win out over the shelves. So yeah, there we go. We got some red currants up here, so hopefully she doesn't just spend a whole day gathering resources. Yep, and now she's gone. So she did not even make a single meal the entire day, let alone any food for our animals. So this is gonna be uh quite challenging. Yep, Boof died. Probably starved to death. I actually think we need to move up animal feed to the top priority. Otherwise, they're all gonna end up starving to death, which is not gonna go very well. Yep, they're all starting to starve now. Well, on the plus side, we'll get some extra um, meat from that. I have so many cattle. They must have been breeding. Yep. All right. So clearly, I've been way too inefficient with the way I've been handling um, the food stuff in particular. But you know, hopefully, we'll get that cleaned up. Caravan halt is there. I'd send somebody out, but I really don't have much to trade at the moment. Well, I guess I could trade honey. All right, all my cattle have died. They've all starved to death. All right, Christine is working on getting ingredients, which apparently is the animal corpses. All right, let's take a look at what she does here. I think we need to get more people on cooking, maybe, because just the butchering by itself. Oh, Missa is doing some cooking. Okay. Wait, it said Missa, and then I clicked on Missa, and then it said she has it turned off. Okay. Well, let's see what happens with the. Oh, there's no hay. Well, hey. I guess let's harvest some of this hay so that we can actually make animal feed. Maybe the rest of our animals won't starve to death unnecessarily. Although I make no promises. Okay, that is flagged as harvesting. Group of animals has arrived, 1 dog. Okay, so we should have enough hay to make animal feed now. So vegetables and hay, which we have right there. Some cabbage and some hay. Up, some of the stuff down there in the basement is starting to decompose. That's no good. But I guess if we weren't using it, it's got to go sometime. Christine is praying. Her mood seems to be doing all right. Doing some entertainment, and then hopefully she'll get back to doing a little bit of cooking. All right. So far she's just prioritized cooking meals. I'm hoping she'll start doing something about the there she is. She's running out to grab the hay. Hopefully this means that we'll have some animal feed. At least maybe get some of the animals fed before they all die. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Why is she running? There's vegetables right there. Cabbage. Cabbage is vegetable. Use it. No, no, no. Okay, prioritize working on this. We desperately need animal feed. There we go. Okay, she has hauling turned off. Somebody else can haul it. All right, I think somebody's taking it over there. Okay, there is some food in the trough. So hopefully, some of these animals will eat. Yeah, 8%. Well, hopefully by the time they wake up, they'll have something to eat. Did somebody fall asleep? No, there's a bedroom underneath there. Okay. I thought they fell asleep, like, waiting for the food. Oh, that's nice. The hay piles moved right there. Should make the next animal feed a lot easier. All right, so we definitely need more hay because the barley field is not, or at least the amount of barley we are currently growing is not sufficient for what we have. Where are these guys going? Yeah, they're just running around. I thought they were running after something in particular. All right, so the dog looks like it ate some of the smoked meat that was sitting here, which is fine. Okay, so the animals are eating. Looks like there is enough in there to sustain them. Yeah, okay. They're back up to 98%. So we're good. We did lose all our cattle, but that's okay. We can get more now that they've added a patch where that all gets traded now. All right, so I'd say we have enough. Let's switch back to regular meals for now and make sure our settlers stay, well fed. Looks like we are churning out the ingots over here. We got a bunch of steel ingots and a bunch of ash. So we'll just keep smelting that until we convert all iron ingots into steel. And then over here, it looks like we're just making a bunch of coal and then making clay bricks where available. There is some gardening going on. It looks like it's mostly these trees just getting chopped down because we have way too big of a wood pile. I probably should like cut this in half. Maybe even just grow the apple trees because they do produce wood, but they also produce fruit. I just don't think we need this many trees. Um, you know what? Let's do that. Let's just get rid of the maple, the oak. We could just keep a small apple tree orchard there. We could chop this out, and then there's, obviously plenty of trees on the map. So it's not like we're gonna actually run out of lumber anytime soon. Still have not grown any herbs, but that's because our botany skill has not quite reached that level yet. All right, so overall thoughts on the game so far. I like the game. I like the gameplay loop. It seems like the real focus of the game is being efficient building a settlement, and I'm, not particularly efficient, but I'm learning and trying to be more efficient. Once you reach um, a certain level of research here, there's really nothing else to do. I mean, I got two more texts to research, and then that's it. I'm done, and there's nothing else. Um, the the one thing I would say this game could improve on is it's really, I mean, it's kind of designed to be a little bit bland, I guess, but there's not a lot of events. Like I know there's like a weather event right now, and then we get raided once in a while, and that the rating force scales depending on, how big our colony is, how much resources we have. But the raids are really easy to defeat. I've never even had to do anything outside of just build a giant wall around the settlement, and I just climb on top, give everybody bows, and just shoot them down. I mean, there's a slight challenge in the trebuchet, but once you clear out enough of the attackers, you just, you know, run out there and attack them, or they just leave. So it's nothing too significant. I mean, I'm glad they did add the ability to tame animals and the ability to go and now trade. So it gives a little more incentive to use the region map mode and go to different places and trade with them. Predominantly so you can get different types of animals and, whatever. The training of animals, I feel, is a bit, I don't know. It's interesting. I left training on a bunch of animals just to build the skill because you only train once a day on each animal. So I figured, oh well, the more they train, the more they, kind of skill up and get better at it. And once they're better at it, they're more likely to succeed, and everything kind of compounds and gets better from there. But that doesn't actually seem to be what's happening. The training decays as fast, if not faster, than they actually learn on a daily basis. And it does seem like she is getting around to all of them and training them. So even at Animal Handling 24, she's still like not able to successfully train an animal. Or it takes months or years to train an animal to become a hauler or whatever. So I'm not sure if that mechanic is quite fleshed out, or I'm just grossly misunderstanding the nature of it. But like this dog, I've been trying to train Ellie for what, like a year, and we're just now to like 87%, and we've been consistently doing it every day whenever it refreshes. But this will decay down to like 70 by the next day. So I don't know. I feel like that's not really working 100%, or at least it's not like this just went up 8%. Um, and I know like some animals make sense to train and others don't, because some do hauling and there's some other mechanics to it. But at this point, I was just messing around with it and trying to build up some skill. So it's okay. I just think that mechanic isn't working perfectly. And then the other kind of and take it all with a grain of salt. It's early access. It's they're still developing. They have a broad roadmap, so there's definitely room to overcome these problems. Um, I shouldn't even use the word problems. There's definitely room to grow and add mechanics to the game and refine it. Um, but it's charming in the sense that if you just want a chill game that's like nice and relaxing, and your main focus is just on like building up your buildings, and it's not really a Rimworld-esque combat simulator where you're getting raided constantly. um this is nice. I do like the idea of being able to kind of go a little dwarf fortress here and dig underground and uh build that out. And I like the temperature mechanics and all that stuff. It's just not challenging in the sense that it nothing is overly punishing, but that might be the point. I maybe I'm misinterpreting or wanting something that it was never meant to be. um but yeah, it's just easy to defend. And once you get to this point where pretty much everything's researched except for like two items, the only thing left to do here is just refine your base. Like, you could make it more efficient by changing your zones around, and maybe moving some buildings around, or whatever, peaking out efficiency wherever you can. But outside of that, there's just nothing to do. So um to that end, I think this will be the last episode that I am playing of this game. I might revisit it sometime in the future, but I did want to, give it a fair shake and play it out for a while, just to see, how everything kind of worked and what it was like to have a decent sized settlement. And I think we've kind of reached that point. So, uh, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts for the game. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you in the next video. Well, not for this one, but whatever I make next.